Good morning, everyone. Till now, whatever the concepts we have covered from this recording of the transaction, the third chapter, we have come over all the concepts, and now we are going to pass out the journal entries over here. Okay, so let's get started with this one of the illustration which has been already given for you all. This sum, whatever the problem we are going to solve, already has been told to you. We have seen in the equation part, the accounting equation, we have solved a few of the steps over there where it will be coming. Just like Rohit started a business by investing rupees, how much? 5 lakhs rupees. Where we used to record the things in the equation part, we have completed it. Now what we are going to do is the same questions, whatever are been there, the same questions we are going to take here. So the first question is what over here is Rohit started business with capital of rupees 5 lakhs, right? This was the first thing to ask over here. Rohit started business by investing rupees 5 lakh. See, here it is. Rohit started business with rupees 5 lakh rupees. Then this question, how we are going to solve out here? Dates are not there, means date column will be remaining empty. Now next, particulars. In particulars, which amount will be debited and which amount will be credited, that we are going to see. Now everyone have the knowledge about it now. In the under the golden rules of debit and credit, we have seen all the journal entries where you should debit and where you should credit it. Whenever the assets are increasing, means most probably you are going to debit it, and when they are decreasing, means you are going to credit it. This idea you are having now, the same thing is what, when the problem what you are going to solve over here is the transactions, how the transactions are taking place, that you are going to maintain here. Now what it says, see Rohit started business with rupees 5 lakh. Now here what you are going to do is you are bringing cash in business, right? Cash in business means you are increasing the asset. If your assets are increasing, where you will maintain your debit side. So what it will be? Cash account debtor, your assets have increased. Remember this. Then what you have done here, you have invested, where you have invested the amount in the capital account. So here it will be to capital account. What is the amount here? The amount is 5 lakh. This is the first entry of the first point. Rohit started a business for rupees 5 lakh. The amount is where here? How much it is? With rupees 5 lakhs. This is the journal entry. Your two accounts are being affected. Your individual accounts, which are the two accounts? Cash account we are going to open here individually. That is what in the next part we will be having, like we are going to maintain it this in the individual part, individual accounts. Which are the individual accounts now over here? One is cash account, another is capital account. These are the two individual accounts we can see here. So when the Rohit started the business, he brought cash in the business, right? Then other side, it is a capital for the business. So these two accounts are being affected here. Now narration, what you are going to start, what you are going to give the narration over here? Rohit started business means business started with cash. The narration is what? Business started with cash. This is the narration. See, as per the things I have told you in the last session, I gave you overall all the idea about this journal entry. You have to maintain the first column of the date. Then if the dates are given, there you are going to maintain the dates. The next problem you will be knowing that. Then nextly the particular. In particular, you are going to show the individual accounts here. The cash account debit to capital account. Then here the ledger folio, when you are going to maintain the ledger folio, when you individually open the individual accounts for this, whenever you will open the individual accounts, that time the page number you are going to write where the transactions are being recorded over here in the journal entries in the ledger folio part, and this is the amount over here which has been debited in cash account. You are going to debit this. Why? Because your assets are increasing, and here capital account you are going to credit it. Okay, let's go for the second point. What is the second over here? Opened a bank account with an amount of rupees 4,50,000 here. Now he has opened the account in the scheduled bank. In the SBI bank, he has opened the account. Means what? Which two accounts are going to affect over here? One, the cash account, another is a bank account. Now, till now, we are not going to open individual accounts here. We are just going to pass the journal entries. That is what journalizing we are doing here. This is the first part to record all the business transaction. In the previous session, we had the discussion about it. The first main part where the original entries take place in the business, that is none other than the journal entries. We call this as a journalizing. Okay, so what it will be? The same bank account here, bank account data. Now who is going to credit over here? Here assets are decreasing, again assets are increasing also over here. But in individual account, when we specify it where the asset is been increased, in the bank account we have increased the asset. See in this here, in the previous when we were discussing about the equations, the golden rules of debit and credit, there we saw there in the cash account we are decreasing and bank account we are increasing. If we see this is what cash account and this is what bank account. Bank account, it has been increasing, means where you are going to record this amount 4,80,000 here, and in this cash account it is decreasing, means 4,80,000 over here. This is what one side debited and one side credited, right? This is one of the part. In the previous we have discussed this, but I am highlighting, you should not get any of the doubts for this purpose. Okay, these things you will get over here. Now I will not repeat these things, you must understand your own. Now here what I said here, bank account is been debited and to cash account. Now what amount it is? 4,80,000, right? Yes, 4,80,000. Here, is it clear here? 4,80,000 bank account data to cash account. Now open bank account with SBI. Narration is what? Opened bank account with State Bank of India. I am writing here short, you should write whole one. Opened bank account with State Bank of India. That is what the second entry over here. Then what is the third point? What is the third point here? Brought furniture for rupees 60,000 and issued check for the same. Now here, see, furniture has been brought. And one more thing, the transaction is made on the check. You are not going to pass here the entry like furniture account data to check account. No. How you are paying it? Check means you are paying by bank. So what will be the journal entry over here? The assets have come in, asset has been increasing, that will be debited, and when the asset is been decreasing, that will be credited over here. So what it will be? Furniture account data to bank account. Furniture account data to bank account. Why we have taken bank account over here? Why? Because we are going to pay it by check. check where you clear the check? In the bank. It is not the cash transaction. Here we are having the bank transaction. So we are going to show here the bank amount. So what is the amount here? It is 60,000. When the assets increase, you are going to debit it, and when there is a decrease, you are going to credit it. That is all the point over here. So next, and what will be the narration? Purchased furniture and made payment through bank. Purchase furniture and payment made through bank. This is what the narration. What the narration does, it gives you the clear picture about the transaction. What transaction you have taken here? You have purchased the furniture. That is what the asset you have increased here, and then you have been debited the assets. Where you are increasing the assets, it will be debited. And when the asset, even this is the asset side, the bank is whatever the cash in bank you are having, even that is an asset. In that you are decreasing the assets, means you are going to take it on the credit side. That's it. This is what the generally understandable things over here, right? Even if you want, you can pass out the T-shape account over here, debit and credit, where you can show them which has been increased and which has been decreased. It is easy to understand over here. Every point I know, there is no need to give you the idea and show this. You have done that. I know that you know this, all the things, the T-shape, whatever I have shown for second point. There is no need to show for every point. You can understand that. You are having the same problem which has been solved with you. You have solved it already. Then see, what is the next transaction over here? Fourth. Now this is one of the best things here. We discussed here simple normal entry, journal entry in the last, and compound also. Means where we saw two accounts are being affected, and more than that also are being affected over here. This is two account affecting concept. Now in this you are going to affect three accounts. That is what compound entry we can call. See, I will read one more time. Brought plant and machinery from Ramji Lal for the business of 4 rupees 1,25,000. The amount is how much here? 1,25,000. The assets has been increased, means that we are going to show in the debit column. Remember that. You are going to show this in the debit column. What it is? The plant and machinery. Then next, amount is 1,25,000. In that you have paid the advance of rupees 10,000. Remember this, you have paid the advance. Here straight away plant and machinery account debtor. The amount also I will write 1,25,000. The amount you can write, it is debited. Why? Because we have increased with the asset. Then next one is cash payment you have made to cash account. How much cash you have made over here? 10,000, right? 10,000 is a cash payment. So it is 10,000. Then to whose account you are going, the credit basis you have purchased, remaining is the credit payment. Now whose account it took place? What is the name of that? Ramji Lal. To Ramji, it is Ramji, correct. Ramji Lal account. So remaining amount is how much? 1,15,000. 1,15,000 is the account. Now both the side it is tallied. Two accounts are been affected over here. Ramji Lal's account also is been there. Okay, and even this cash account also is there. It is been credited over here. Then plant and machinery, as usually the assets has increased, means here it will be debited here. What will be the narration over here? Brought plant and machinery. I am writing here short. You make the narration in detail. Bought plant and machinery from Ramji Lal. Brought plant and machinery from Ramji Lal. Made a payment. Made advance payment. How much rupees you have made the advance payment? Advance payment by cash 10,000. Cash 10,000 rupees. By cash rupees 10,000 and balance will be paid later. Done. This is the narration for it. Now one more, the last fifth point we have remained with. Now what is the fifth point over here? Where it went? Yes. What is the fifth point? Purchased goods from Sumit Traders. Even this is the dual concept. Means two accounts are going to be affected over here. What it is? Rajni's, sorry, we have sold here, or what we have done here? Purchased or purchased goods, sorry, goods purchased from Sumit Traders. Now you have purchased means you have made the expenses over here. Now expenses, when you are making the expenses, when you increase, where there is an increase in expenses, you will be credited, and when there is a decrease in expenses, you will be debited. Remember that. So it will be Rajani Enterprises. Enterprises debtor. How much it is? Rajani Enterprises debtor. What is the point here? Sorry, what I took, which point I have taken here? Goods purchased from Sumit Traders. Sorry, Sumit Traders, right? I have purchased goods over here. So not, it is not a Rajni. This is one more last point. Till now we completed 1, 2, 4, 6 points are there. It is the fifth. I thought I am taking the fifth one. Goods purchased from Sumit Traders. Two things are been affected. That is what? Purchase account debtor. Purchase account debtor. We have purchased the goods. We are bringing assets in. Okay, that is what? Inventory or the stock we are getting in here. So it is debited over here. Debit. How much? 55,000. Then what is been credited? How we are made the any of the payments over here? No payments means it will be paid in future. So what it will be? To Mr. or Ms. Sumit. Traders it is? Yes, traders account. 55,000. Done. So this is the fifth point. Are you able to see this fifth point? If it is means if you can see this, I will write over here or I will take upside. Are you able to see this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Then one more entry has been remained. Goods brought on credit. This is what? Goods brought on credit it is. Why? Because we have not seen any of the cash transaction over here. There is no cash transaction. This is what? The first, second, third, this is fourth and fifth point. Now one more is been remained. I will be erasing this now. Everyone has written this or no?
Yes, sir.
I will erase this up part because we are having one more entry to get over here. So till here I will erase and make the last entry. Then we will go for a next one more problem. what is the last entry over here? Sixth entry. Sixth entry, we can see that goods costing rupees 25,000 sold to Rajni Enterprises for rupees 35,000. Here we are not going to see the individual account, we are not going to open about the goods costing. Why? Because that is separate. Now here what exactly the transaction take place is, the Rajni Enterprises have purchased the goods. Then obviously when they are purchasing the goods means what? They will be debited, and what we are selling the goods means what we are going to do? It has been credited over here. So Rajni's account debtor to sales account. What is the cost over here? 35,000. Then what will be the narration? Goods sold on profit. You have got profit or loss over here from this last transaction. Now you can unmute yourself and reply me. See, whatever till now the things are there, we have seen the problem over here. In the last narration we are telling that goods sold on profit. Why? Because the cost of goods was how much over here? 25,000, and what you have received is 35,000. So you are having here 10,000 of profit. Okay, this is what 10,000 is, nothing but the profit over here. So you can frame in the narration that, show in the narration that goods sold on profit. That's it. This is what the problem, what we have already, the problem we were having the question. Now what we have passed the journal entries. And one more thing, the second problem, the illustration have already sent to you. Now let's go for that one. So till now here, whatever the concepts are been told to you, every concept is been cleared.
Yes, sir.
Only one voice is there. What about the others? Everyone has got the clear idea about it? You are texting here in the chat box. See, if you are having any of the doubts in the problems, you know, this practical oriented work at present only you have to ask the doubts. You can't ask the same points in the next problem or any of the doubt clarification session. Here in this, whenever you are having the practical oriented classes, same like this now what we are having here, these doubts you have to clear at same place. Why? Because the same point or the same journal entry we will not be having. We will be having different journal entries over here. So whenever you will be having the doubts, you have to clear at the same place. And you can speak over here, which point you have not understood and all. When you will speak, that time only I am going to understand over here. So there is no doubt regarding the things, the question. Let's move for the second one. See, already I have sent you this question. And this is the big one. So few of the part I will be solving, and if few of the part is remained, you can go through it and just try to understand the concept over here. You can just go for it and just understand how you can pass the journal entry. No copy paste. Just you need to know that how the transaction take place, how the two things are being affected over here. It is dual part means what? The equation, sorry, the rules where we have taken till now, that we are going to make applicable over here. The 5 things in the slide I had told you. In the previous sessions we have discussed already these points. 5 points I had told you. Where the first one is what it is? When the assets are increasing, it will be debited. When this decrease in the asset, that will be credited. And many of the 5 points are there. Expenses and losses, and then that is what debited over here, and profits and gain with what is we credited over. These are the things already we have discussed. That things you have to remember. And this, whenever you are passing the journal, it is that practical orientation ideas will be used here. That is what totally all the accounts are based on that rules. Accounting system is based on that rules. So these things you have to remember over here. So next, let's go for the new one, new illustration. That is what it is. Suraj Mart furnishes the following information. Transaction during the month of April 2014. Now here the transactions have taken place in the month of year 2014, and month, which is month is this? April month. So I will write here month and year in the first column, then remaining down just I will be mentioning the dates over here. In the top only it is there. You can go and maintain all the things just like 1st April
Sir, it
2014.
is of 2017,
Okay, fine.
not
17.
2014.
Which entry is there? See, check it out there. Business started with
17.
no. What is the first entry over there? Business started with
Cash 1,50,000.
okay, fine. Sorry, the years are been changed over. Just in textbook, the old textbook days, I think there is a change in the years. Let it be. You can mention there 2017 over there. Just wherever, if any of the transaction, what I have sent you, the question, it is online. Online means, from the Google Classroom, I had taken the textbook and there I have taken a screenshot over that problem and send you. For that purpose, there may be a small change in the dates. No problems there. We will be looking after the amounts. If there is a change in amount, I will go through that only here. Check it out. Business started with rupees 1,50,000. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Let's go for it. Now, even in the last problem, what we saw, the last illustration, the business started means what we take over here, cash account, data, cash account data to what it is? Capital account. Is it correct one? Go through this, all the points, remember the points. Now here we have told here, business started with rupees 1,50,000. So it is what it is been told here, cash account debtor to capital account. Cash is 1,50,000. 1,50,000. Then, now what you are going to write the narration, business started with cash. Business started with cash. Correct? So this is what the first narration for the first problem, first journal entry. The date is on the 1st April 2014 or the 17. Now second one, goods purchased from Manisha, rupees 36,000. Is it correct one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The goods are being purchased means what? Purchase account data. Purchase account data to whose account? Here we are taking over here the name. To whose? Manisha's account. To Manisha's account. It is 36,000. Now what you are going to write over here, the narration over goods purchase on credit. Here the cash transaction we have not shown. There is any of the cash transaction over here? No. So here it will be goods purchased on credit. The goods are being purchased on the credit over here. So this will be taken here on the credit. You are going to mention you have taken the cash transaction or you have taken the credit transaction. If the cash transaction is nowhere you are looking the cash transaction means obviously it will be on the credit basis. So you are going to highlight over here. Now in future, these are the creditors for you. The Manisha is a creditor for you, which you are going to pay the payment later. That is one of the thing point. Then what is the next one? Stationery purchased for cash. Now stationery is one of the asset over here that you are going to mention here. Stationery account data to cash account. The cash, the purchase which has been made is in cash. So you are going to show your cash. So your first will be stationery. Stationery, okay. Stationery account data to cash account. Why I have mentioned here the cash? Why? Because it has been purchased for cash. Here small instrument, just like amount is also small, 2 lakh, sorry, 2,200. The amount also is very low. So here you have made what? The cash payment. So here it has been told here, purchase of stationery for cash. Purchase of stationery for to cash, for cash. Done. The third entry got over here. Now dates for till now, all the dates are the same. Till here dates are same, okay. On first only, on the first day of the April they have taken over here. Then on second day of April, what it is told? Opened a bank account with SBI for rupees 35,000. Here we have opened a bank account. Means what happens over here? The assets has increased. We have opened the bank account, means bank account data to cash account. Why? Because you have brought cash in. You have brought cash inside. So that will be the amount. What is the amount over here told over? How much cash is been taken in the bank directly? 35,000. So directly it is been told over here. The amount is been 35,000. Amount is 35,000. What you are going to write here? The narration: opened a bank account with the SBI. The narration, what you are going to write over here is a clear picture of your transaction, what you have taken place. The transaction, what is been taken place, it gives you the clear idea about this. Now, just by reading this, you can understand that you have opened a account in bank of SBI. That's it, amounting to rupees 35,000. That's it. This is one of the transactions which took place on the 4th April. This took place on the 4th April 2014 or 17. That's it. This is one of the information you are going to write in the narration part. Then, what is the next entry over here? After that, sold goods to Priya, obviously. Now, for Priya, it is the goods which she has purchased is an increase in asset. So, that name will be taken as a debit side. And for cash payment or credit payment, it is? No, we have sold means Priya account data to sales account. How much cost? What is the price here? 16,000. This is on the second day. Date is 2nd April. So what we are going to take over here? Priya account data. Priya account data to sales account. Priya account data to sales account. What is the amount over here? Only 16,000. That's it. 16,000 is the thing. Then goods sold to Priya on credit. See, this thing got over here. So I will take one more entry and stop our class, today's class. Why? Because I may get disconnected anytime due to the shortage. See, on the third day, check has been received from Priya. So, what it is on 3rd April 2014 or 17, received a check of rupees 16,000 from Priya. So, what you are going to maintain over here? To bank account. This you are going to tell here as a bank account. Why? Because check will be cleared in the bank account data to Priya's account. Who has given this? Priya account. So this will be given, this has been given by the Priya. So it is next day only it is made, the payment. This was, Priya was a debtor for us. That is what, on the credit basis she has purchased the goods, and the next day itself she has made the payment over here. So check received from Priya. See, if possible, the further things, points, if you are capable enough, you can go through it and just pass out the journal entries remained.